All right, before we start this, I will have to put myself in a shape. So we have a circle, we have a square, we have a triangle, and then there's this, and if I edited correctly, I'm in a hexagon right now. And if I'm not in a hexagon right now, because I couldn't get the editing to work, I'm going to be super, super sad. Anyways, hopefully I'm in a hexagon. But I had this video planned out for probably a week, not definitely more than a week, a few weeks now when one of my buddies asked me to help him do this. And the reason I haven't done it or made this video yet is because obviously, I was doing super productive things. I definitely wasn't doing anything like watching. You can see my screen now, can't you? Moving on. So this is a little master list, or a little pseudo list that I made in the Notion so that we can go through this, of course. And why are we in an incognito tab? Because I'm logged into my actual Notion on the normal web browser version, and so I needed to make a new account with a different email so that I could have a completely empty list, as you can see here. But anyways, aside from that, to be honest, my camera is actually covering the side, so I can't completely see that, but whatever, I'll be fine. So let's say that you are a student, you have all of these different classes, you have science here, you have math here, you have English here, and then if I can find it, you have another science, like you have physics in a different tab as its own table. And so what we want to do is we want to put all of those into one table, but not only put it into one table, but we want to have the ability or the option to separate them all into a different table. And so this is how we're going to do that. It's going to be really simple. First, we're going to type in table. And so Notion actually added a new database, which is this simple table. This is not the one we want. Of course, we want the fancy tables. And this is pretty generic in what you'd see, a progress bar, a name of the assignment, and a little done ticker. That's what I would recommend for basics, at least. Anyways, so we want one of those. So that's going to be an inline table. I always recommend using an inline table. So either type in table in or in table, you'll get it. And we will name this the master list. Master list, yeah, that's fair enough. Isn't that what this is called? Yeah. I'm going to move this to the top. And so the first thing we want to do is we don't want to just copy all of these over. That's way too much work. If you already have a bunch of things separated, you don't want to go rewrite all of them. And so what we want to do is we're going to select it, and then we're going to we're going to right click on it, Control Shift P, or you can hit Move to, and you're going to type in the name of whatever you wanted your master list table to be. So for me, master list. And there we go. It all moved in there. I'm going to delete those. And then the science one, we can get rid of it now. So big old delete. I think I can select all of these. So Control Shift P. Keyboard shortcuts are cool, except for when they don't work, they're not cool. Oh, okay. So you can't move multiple tables at a time. Sorry about that then. I guess you're going to have to do that. But anyways, master list for there. Master list for here. And then we're going to get rid of these. Then we want to go to the other one, physics here. We're going to select those, move to, if it lets me select all of them, move to name of your table. And this one, it's a page, so you would get rid of, actually we'll keep the page for a later thing. Anyways, as you can see here, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm going to move done over there, progress over here, and then we have tags. And tags is really going to be our saving grace. Why is this here? I don't like that. I need to shrink something. There we go. Scroll bar gone. Anyways, what we need to do is now we need to sort them so that we can see them in whatever class we want. So we want to be able to, we want the option to have the ability to see just our biology homework or assignments. And we can do that in two ways. We can add views or we can add new tables. And so the way that we're going to sort those is we need to make some new tags, or if you want, you can make it a drop-down menu if you have single classes. But I'm going to recommend that you first go to multi-select. So we're going to name this class. And in multi-select, first, you just want to name all your classes. So we had physics, hit enter to create. We had science, English, math. I think those are the four we had, right? And so we can change those to the colors we want. I think of purple when I think of physics. I think of blue when I think of science. I think of red when I think of math. And I think of green when I think of orange. So we'll do that. Anyways, you can do that, and then if you want, now you can change it to a select, and instead of retyping everything, they're just going to be there for you. And we can change those super quickly. If we, actually not if we want, I have to do this, so. All right, sick, finished. So we can do a few things. If you don't want to see that, you can go ahead and hit hide if you want to. That's fine. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to hit Control Z to unhide those. How do you see your hidden stuff? Properties. Yeah, there we go. It's just hidden. That's how you see it if you want to hide it. I'm not going to do that though. So this is what we can do. So we can make a new table, or you can make a board. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to do table. And we can say we want this to be the physics table. And so we go to physics. We're going to hit these three dots here. We're going to go to filter, add a filter, and pretty simple. We're going to find our class dropdown and is physics. And then we can repeat that for other ones. We can do the science one, and we can hit filter again, add a filter, class, science. And so we can also do what I like to do here. So I actually like to have a completed section. And what I want is to show up there is I'm going to filter that. We're going to add a filter, and we want done, which is the checkbox I selected, to checked. And so that means when I go over to any of these and I hit check, then I can now see it in my completed section. But also what I like to have is I want it to disappear when I hit that check. And so how we do that is we're going to hit filter, we're going to add a filter, we're going to go to that done, and we're going to hit that uncheck now. And so now it'll only show me the things that aren't finished. And you can do that here too. You can add Boolean logic to these filters. So we can hit, actually we're not going to do Boolean logic. Oh wait, now there it is. There's the and. So we want and, done, not checked. And so now it's going to be like that for the other ones. You can turn this on or off as you see fit. I'm just giving you options because who doesn't like that? Except for the paradox of choice, if you've ever heard of that, but that's probably a different video. Anyways, we can change the name of this default view as well to master. And so that's one option for separating all of your classes. The other option is to create a linked database. And so how we're going to do that, not hit new, type in linked, and we're going to search a database, which is going to be our master list. And now we can just add a view. We can do English this time, create, hit filter. We want our class to be English, and I want my done to be not checked. And so what this actually does for us is, let's say, so MLK rhetorical analysis, that is right here on the master list, and it's here on our English list. If I hit check here, it'll disappear on the master list as well. So like the linked database implies, they're linked, they are connected together. And so if I do something on one of them, it will do the other one. So if I create a new one here, I can say essay, boom, it's there as well. And I can even change the progress on that one. And so, and it'll sync just fine over there on the other list. And so it works wonderfully, as you can see there. The only downside of this method will be that you can't change this name right here. So it'll say master list always. You always have to look on this little side to find that. Also, one cool view I will mention here is the Kanban view. So Some people might like this. You can go to the board view. You can name it board, and we can see. I don't want this to show up. There we go. We can I hide that one? I can. There we go, hide. This one's always going to have a little scroll bar. There's not really much to do about that. But yeah, so you can sort, so it'll sort it by classes automatically, but we can sort it in different ways. Let's try grouping. Oh, yeah, there we go. Group by class, group by name, group by progress. And so progress, if we group by progress, we'll see what we have started, what we haven't started, etc., etc. The board view is pretty cool too, if you want to use that. You can add a filter to this one and also do the done is not checked to see that, and you can move these things around. You can even, so you can move something that started into done as well, and it'll automatically change that. And you could also probably set some sort of formula that will say if done, then checkbox checked. I'm not going to do that here. That's a little bit more complicated, but you get the point. Anyways, also, so this this little method right here, creating the linked database, we can also, if I can see here, go to a different page. And in this page, actually, this is a completely different. This is a physics page that I made specifically. One lesson I'll teach you here: never make a database page. It's just never worth it. Here we'll just make a new page here. Goodness gracious, how embarrassing! Just effing camera rig. Anyways, so we can, even in a new page, we can linked database. Search database master list, and boom, there it is. All the views get reset. That kind of sucks, but if you can set it up how you want, you can have it in separate pages that'll show up in your sidebar, or you can have it all right here. And if you do like bigger tables, you can always hit full width and you won't see any scroll bar anymore, no matter how big these things get. Actually, you will see it at some point, but yeah. So that's about all though for making the master table. Here we go. Let's clean this up. But yeah, that's all. Pretty simple process, actually. It says I've been recording for 17 minutes, but that's because I failed so much at the beginning here. But anyways, yeah, that's the video here for this one. I realized my two lights are off, so when I go review this footage, it better be okay. And if it isn't okay, I'm gonna be super sad because I had to re-record this. But you'll get a little caption on the screen telling you whether or not that happened. If you're seeing this, actually, I guess it didn't, but my window's semi-open on the blind, so hopefully it's enough light. But yes, this is how to make a master list on Notion. This is about all I got for you today. So I don't know if I really have anything to say at all. I don't have an outro. I don't have an intro either. So thank you for watching. And the next one will probably be a little bit more topical, where I talk to the camera about a thing rather than giving you a Notion tutorial. But we'll definitely have more of these. And if you liked it, hit the like. If you you don't want to, you definitely will subscribe. You do want to. So go subscribe if I didn't already say that at the beginning of the episode, because I haven't recorded that part yet. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you want more Notion stuff, leave it in a comment, hit the like, you get the point. The dislike button doesn't work now, so you can't do that. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.